Welcome to This Week on Xbox. I'm Larry here of Xbox Live's Major Nelson. Now, we are nearing the end of another amazing year here at Xbox, and oh, what a year it has been. 2015 may be the most rewarding year I've ever spent at Xbox. In 2015, we continued my favorite tradition in a big way, and that's working side by side with the fans to make the Xbox experience better through monthly updates, the new Xbox One experience, and more. So we figured we'd take a moment and look back at the top 10 features and updates that have made Xbox even better over the year. These are in no particular order, so whether you agree, disagree, or think I should be committed, let me know how you feel on Twitter or my blog at MajorNelson.com. We begin with a doozy and my personal favorite moment from E3 2015, the announcement for backward compatibility. The reaction to the announcement was such a great moment, but my favorite part was right before we made the announcement. Now, some of the fans in attendance were actually reading the teleprompter, and you could hear a gasp from the audience right before we announced it. And then the room just went crazy.
Your Xbox 360 games. The games you've invested your time and money in, and the games you want to continue to be played will be playable natively on your Xbox One.
We launched backward compatibility with over 100 titles in November, and we're adding new titles every month. For the uninitiated, backward compatibility means you can play Xbox 360 games with all the same functionality as you would expect, plus new features on Xbox One like Game DVR, Screenshot, plus Twitch streaming and game streaming with Windows 10. You can find the full list of backward compatibility games on Xbox.com or on my blog at MajorNelson.com. Next up is the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller and the Xbox Accessories app. Now, most of this list includes features that fans voted for in mass numbers, but I think this was a surprise and no one saw the Elite controller coming. The reaction was tremendous on stage, but the best part was seeing the engineers, walking fans, and industry vets alike through the controller at the booth. Feeling is believing when it comes to this bad boy. With swappable thumbsticks and D-pads and up to 4 paddles on the bottom in any configuration you'd like, the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller lets you find a configuration that's great for how you play. If you follow me at all, you know I think the hardware is simply fantastic, but the Xbox Accessories app makes for an even deeper experience. The app allows you to customize the button configuration and thumbstick sensitivities, and then name and save these profiles. This way you can have different custom profiles for all your favorite games. If you're a competitive gamer, this is a huge plus. Don't forget the Xbox Accessories app also allows you to remap the buttons on a standard controller. Speaking of controllers, the next topic on my list is a small addition with a big benefit. Courtesy of fan feedback, all controllers for Xbox One now come with a built-in 3.5mm input. What does that mean? Well, it's simple. All your favorite headsets will now work with the controller out of the box. Of course, this includes favorites from our third-party partners such as Astro, Triton, Turtle Beach, Logitech, and more. Better yet, with the new Xbox One experience, you can change volume plus the mix of game and voice audio nearly instantly through the guide. Simply double tap the Xbox button, scroll down to settings, and the options are right there. Next, we have voice messages. This was one of the most requested features we have ever gotten, and boy, am I glad to see it finally come to Xbox One. Not only can you access and create voice messages through the guide, but you can send them back and forth across Xbox One and Xbox 360. Finally, for this episode, we have game streaming on Windows 10. We'll talk about the Xbox app more on next week's episode, but game streaming on Windows 10 devices through the app is one of my personal favorites. This allows you to extend your Xbox One gaming experience to any room with a compatible Windows 10 device, such as a tablet or a desktop. You simply fire up the app, and if you haven't already, add your console by choosing Connect. Once you're connected over the network, you can stream any game that's playable on your Xbox One. Yes, that means you can run a backward compatible Xbox 360 game on your Xbox One and, get this, stream it to your Windows 10 device. How's that for meta? We've reached the midway point of our countdown of the top 10 Xbox highlights of the year, and it only gets better from here. Now, if you're just jumping into the Xbox experience, then this is a good point to stop and let you catch up. We'll be back next week to finish our countdown and tell you which 2015 highlight was my favorite. Thanks for watching and have a great holiday.